Did you know that acquiring a new customer can cost 5 times more than retaining an existing customer? Also, increasing retention by just 5% can increase profits up to 25 to 95%. Hello, I'm Emily Nickel, your friendly senior customer success manager here at Aspire, and today we'll review how and why you should use your Aspire data to proactively drive successful customer retention. If you joined our Summer of Clean customer service and retention webinar on August 20th, you heard why retention is critical to your business. If you're interested in receiving a copy of our 2024 Business Insights Survey or the webinar recording, please let us know with a reply to this insider email. Before we jump into Aspire data, let's talk about how you can proactively attract and retain clients by creating an ideal customer profile, or ICP. Using some historical data, hint from Aspire, in combination with feedback from your employees, you can determine your ICP. Don't forget to deep dive into your sweet sauce and your most profitable services, as your ICP should target customers who are seeking the services that you already offer so well. Ask yourself these 3 questions on the screen to identify your ICP. The reason most of you signed up with Aspire is for real-time data. This data can be used well in advance of when your renewal contract is due to make sure that your job performance is on track so you can avoid unnecessary price increases and potentially not lose your customer. On the flip side, you can also use the same data set for historical analysis when determining your ICP. We're going to jump into Aspire now and show you an example of a data set that would be really helpful for both of those scenarios we just talked about. We would urge you to use a list like this throughout the year. Don't wait till the very end of that contract term or the very end of the year. Try to do this on a monthly basis. And first, I'm going to show you the filters that can be used. You will see here that I only want to see completed work tickets for this year to make sure that I have complete data sets, not partially completed work tickets. I have this set to only filter in for my janitorial division, but I also want to make sure that I have all overhead divisions filtered out. Invoice type. You may decide that you want to filter out T&M invoice types. There are 3 of them in Aspire, so that you're not, if you're going to be covering estimated versus actual comparisons in your list, you don't want the T&M estimating to throw that off. One other important aspect of this list is the grouping. You'll see I have this currently grouped first by property name, second by service. If you remember when we were talking about the ideal customer profile, you should really zero in and target what services are the most profitable for you and the most successful for your customer. If I collapse the grouping and then I take a look at how each of these services are performing, you can see here data averaged for your group or even weighted average for percentage at that property level for renewal purposes, and at that service level for ideal customer profile purposes. Some of the display items that I have pulled in, such as these labor hours efficiency, labor cost efficiency percentages, these are custom formulas that I created in the advanced search formula functionality in admin. We have a great knowledge base article to explain how to use that functionality. And you'll notice that I pulled in a variety of fields here to compare estimated hours versus actual hours. Maybe I want to monitor my material spending, estimated versus actual. And also, just as importantly, our gross margin. What did we estimate it at? Where is it coming in at? A report like this will give you plenty of ways to proactively course correct if a job is going down a wrong path. And one other quick tip. If you wanted to group this in a different way, maybe you want to see how your different cleaners and team leads are doing, managing different services and properties. You can choose to group this by crew leader, and you'll see here that now You're able to see how your team leads are doing with all of these same data sets with a rolled up average. It's a great way to incentivize for them to manage their jobs compared to the budgeted hours you've scheduled for them. Thanks for joining, and good luck developing your ideal customer profile.